Welcome to Techstination. Joining us is Dustin Allred, Vice President at Nextbase. Thank you for joining us, Dustin.
Absolutely.
Before we talk about what's brand new from you, give us a little background about the company.
So Nextbase is based in London, European company, actually the number one manufacturer of dash cams in Europe with huge market share across Western Europe, 80% in UK, 30, 40, 50, 60% across the rest of Western Europe. And we're a private company that's super excited about jumping into the U.S. marketplace.
Well, you're here and you've got a brand new series, the Series 2 dash cams coming to market. So tell us what is new, what's different.
So we have a line in Europe called Series 1, which has been in the marketplace for a few years. And even in the technology on our older line, we've been able to generate those huge market shares. Series 2, as we launched in the U.S., has a couple of big differences versus Series 1 and some new technologies I can tell you about. Versus Series 1, it's obviously smaller and more discreet. As we've moved to IPS touchscreens in the majority of the line, we've been able to shrink the size of the dash cam, which of course is important when it's mounted on your front windshield. A new technology that we've launched with Series 2 is called Emergency SOS, which is actually a life-saving technology. If you can imagine, if you're in an unfortunate accident and you're incapacitated, what our camera will actually do is work in conjunction with your cell phone to go through a protocol to determine if you are truly incapacitated. And after a lengthy, not lengthy in time, but after a multiple step process, if it determines that you are truly incapacitated, it will actually, through the North American integrator, contact the local authorities for you and send a data packet that will include your GPS location, distance and travel, things like that. And you can even opt in to allow it to give information about your medical history, allergies, etc. And all this information will be sent to your local authorities. As one last fail-safe, they'll try to call your cell phone. If you don't answer, they will literally send emergency services to your location.
And that is done through your cell phone. There's not a SIM card built into this.
Correct. So the dash cams connect through either Wi-Fi or Bluetooth to your mobile device. One of the technologies that we have that's exclusive to us is called AutoSync, which uses low-energy Bluetooth. Typically in a dash cam, you would use Wi-Fi to connect, or even maybe have to pull the SD card itself to get the content or the videos off the dash cam. With us, with low-energy Bluetooth, the dash cam will connect to your mobile device every time you get in the car, just like your car's Bluetooth. It happens automatically. You set it up that initial time. And so our cameras actually record two files. The basis of a dash cam, of course, you're recording all the time. So you can see if something happens in an incident, you can prove lack of liability in an accident. But we actually record two files, one in full high resolution, up to 4K, depending on the model, and then also a lower resolution pre-clip file. So it's a smaller, much easier to manipulate file. And if there's an incident or you push the button on the dash cam, that pre-clipped lower resolution file automatically is sent to your phone through low energy Bluetooth. So it takes all the effort out of getting content from your dash cam to your phone. So even if you see something amazing on the road, like somebody else has an accident or you see a comet streak across the sky, you can hit the button on your dash cam and that content's going to come directly across. And once you have it on your mobile device, of course, you can, if it's no MG moment, you can send it through social media channels. But if it's something you need for protection in case of an incident, you can certainly send it to your insurance provider or to the police.
And you're using some pretty sophisticated imaging and sensor technology here from a couple of leading companies.
Yeah, so it's not necessarily a consumer brand, but we use the same chipset that some of the higher-end action camera manufacturers use. And our history in Europe has always been around video quality. Obviously, if you are unfortunately in an incident, you need to be able to have assurance that you can get the highest resolution, in case you need to get a license plate number or something like that. So we use the highest quality sensors. We use a bespoke chipset that's designed for our product. And we actually even provide polarizing filters on some of the top products to give you that, the best absolute quality, regardless of nighttime, weather, etc.
Tell us about the integration with Amazon's Alexa.
Great question. We feel that the automotive environment is even more important than the home to have a hands-free experience. And Alexa gives us that in this product. Alexa has been in the marketplace for some time with a home module. We're the first manufacturer to integrate the automotive module into a product, essentially in the Dashcam space. At CES, we were lucky enough to work hand in hand with Alexa, Amazon and Alexa, and actually be in their booth. So we have a very, very close partnership with them. And the Alexa experience is what you would expect. With a dash cam like ours, you literally are integrating Alexa into the car. So even if you have an older vehicle without that technology, you can simply add Alexa to your vehicle with the dash cam. And then on top of that, of course, it gives you voice control over the dash cam. So instead of having to push a button, you can literally say, Alexa or Nextbase, lock that file, send to my insurer, etc. So pretty powerful.
Neat stuff. Now, from what I understand, you've opted not to include some of the other technologies like lane departure warnings or collision warnings, that kind of thing in here. Give us the reasoning with what you're doing.
Yeah, so actually some of our higher-end models do have that. But obviously, when we look at the dash cam marketplace and what's made us so successful in Europe, and we expect to do it again in the United States, is it's really all about safety and security. When you think about all the different consumers who might want a dash cam, first-time drivers, auto enthusiasts, families. The list goes on. And so, we, as one of the basics of the dash cam, we have those technologies, but we don't think those are the biggest market drivers in the United States.
So tell us about availability and pricing.
For sure. So in the United States, MSRPs will start at $79.99 for our 122 dash cam. Then we have the 222, which is $109.99. The 322, which integrates our modular technology, what I can talk about, is at $179, and then the 422 at $229.99, and then our top of the line model, which is exclusive to Best Buy in the United States, the 522 will be $259.99.
And you mentioned where people can find you. For more information on these, I guess they can go to mynextbase.com as well?
Yeah, nextbase.com is our worldwide site, and we will have both U.S. and Canadian pages on there. We launch in the U.S. on June. Well, we're already in store, but we have displays going into all the Best Buy stores on June 9th, and then we'll be doing the same thing in Best Buy Canada June 14th.
Now, you alluded to this modular technology that you're using in some of the models. Tell us a bit more how that works. What do you mean?
Good segue, Fred. So with most dash cams, the general technology is you're filming out the front of the vehicle through the front windshield. And if you want to add additional views, you generally have to buy different SKUs or different models from other manufacturers. What we've been able to do is integrate a modular technology. So there's literally additional cameras. They're small modular cameras that can attach to the side of the dash cam. So if you can imagine, there's the main dash cam, small and discreet near your rearview mirrors, filming through the front of the vehicle. You have a secondary camera that you can attach to the side. It's almost like an HDMI port that gives you a couple different options. One is a cabin view. So you can get, it's great for fleet drivers, Uber, Lyft, et cetera, so they can film the passengers in the car along with the front view. And also great for carpool karaoke. And then we have a telephoto view, which plugs into the same port, which gives you a view through the rear window. So obviously you can get protection in the front and back of your vehicle. And then there's a third camera that is modular as well. That is actually a hardwire camera that goes to the back windshield that gives you the full 140-degree view if you attach it to the rear window. So 3 different options with modular technology that gives you full protection all the way around the vehicle. And
these are typically self-installed, right?
Yeah, great question. So we do, obviously through some of our retail partners like Best Buy, have the ability to get a full-on professional installation. But the nice thing about the Nextbase dash cams is that the installation is relatively easy. We provide in the box all the tools you need to install the camera. Typically, you're going to use the suction cup mount on the first install, just to kind of get a feel for where you're going to want to have the camera eventually. And then there's a 3M adhesive that you can use for more of a semi-permanent install. The mount itself is actually another differentiating factor for us. It's called the Click and Go Pro mount. And where most dash cams, again, are different in us in that there's wires and it's not necessarily a clean installation when you put it on your windscreen. Our Click and Go mount uses a magnet system, a very powerful magnet that also provides the GPS and the power. So there's only one wire that goes to the mount, and the camera itself is 100% wireless. So you can actually just pull the camera off the mount, stick it in your glove box or in your pocket if you want to go take it to another vehicle. And then when you're ready to use it, you just pop it right back on there and it's fully powered up and ready to go.
And for more info, the best place to go is nextbase.com. Dustin Allred, thank you for taking the time with us.
Thanks so much, Fred. Really enjoyed it.